Planning versus preparedness, right? Let's just go back to that. When you think about it, we're all asked to plan our life. And most of the time we try to do that. I did that at least, or tried to in the limited knowledge that I had. I wasn't prepared for life, really. I was trying to plan life. And whenever we try to plan life, I guess life finally showed me that I'm getting in the way of it just happening. So life always seemed to happen in ways that I had never planned for. And that seemed to create a lot of disappointments. And the entire struggle was trying to get to that point wherein I could, I guess, plan better, right? And that's what we all tend to do. We're told to do that, as if life is this entire thing that can just be planned out from birth to death. And everybody is helping us with different tools. But life doesn't work that way. At least that's what I've learned in my own life. There was a point where I had, wonderful salary, six-figure salary, 2 houses, 2 cars, life was great. Just had kids, all of this. At the same time, I was like, well, I needed more, and I was like, well, then Steve Jobs happened, or his glorious speech from Stanford University caught my attention, and, that inspired me. And then later on, he passed away, and I looked at life in a slightly different way, and I kind of said, wow, look at this guy. What he has achieved. This 50-something guy has achieved so much in such a short time, as opposed to people who have lived 90s. And I then dared to do something different, and I started to listen to my own heart, if you will, to try to find a higher happiness. I never called it that. I guess I was pursuing a different path, which people will call entrepreneurship. And again, why are you trying to be an entrepreneur, right? Not just be your own boss, but really, truly, you're trying to, find that higher happiness, whatever makes you happy. Sure, yeah, you might not like your boss, and that's why you want to get away. You might be able to control your own time. These are all some of the perks that we kind of think about entrepreneurship. But in true sense, we're looking to get way more money so that we can be way more happier and not have to worry about many of the things that we think are causing us grief today. So that journey actually got me to get out and, I would say go on my own hero's journey, if you will. And I was like Neo in the movie Matrix. I found the environment so boring, I had to get out. And I had to do something about it. But now that I've come back to a different point, when I look at it, I see that every single time I tried to plan, it was as if I was taking control. Now think about it. Here's what most of us would do. Okay, we need more money to pay the bills. So then we think we need to get a second job or a better paying job. And so then we try to pursue that, getting the second job. That becomes the goal. And then we start, whatever it is, if you believe in God, then you're starting to ask and say, hey, I am looking for a job, and so help me out in this. And these are the things that you're trying to do, and you get some new skills, whatnot, and again, trying to make the job thing happen. But in true sense, what do you really want? You wanted more money, not the job, right? But yet here we are, already carved a plan, and we are trying to force the universe to take on our plan. And in that sense, we are always forcing it. Now, had we just said, hey, God, you know what? I just need that money, and, or universe, I just need this money, just make it happen, right? Who knows? An uncle or aunt might have come and just given you that money. Who knows? You could have got that job. Who knows? You could have got something else better. Whatever it is, there are different paths, right? Like in my case, when I got to LA in $27, I had never planned for that. I could not. That's a different dimension. Or at least, that's what I now call it. You can call it whatever, right? Even if you're winning the lottery, that's still a different dimension. You don't expect it to happen. But better yet, if somebody gives you a lottery ticket that you've not even bought and kind of says, hey, I just bought 3 tickets and here's one, keep it. And you happen to win a lottery, or you found a lottery ticket on the floor and you actually made it. Well, these are dimensions that we don't think of, we don't plan for. But in true sense, I want you to think about it. Why don't we allow that? We don't. We don't prepare for those. In our pursuit to be realistic, I believe that we have sacrificed, just all our higher powers. You can call it divinity, you can call it, whatever you want to call it. But we've sacrificed it, thinking that is not realistic. But in true sense, there are possibilities beyond our imaginations, beyond what we have studied and educated ourselves with. So then truly, how do you get to these places? Is what I've learned is to go inside. It's an inward journey, because everything happens in your mind. And in the next one, I'm going to share how I started to realize that, and how I started to, go inward. Or what was it, the moment that got me to start to think about it, and how did I start to go inward? Again, my name is Niranjan Vasreddy, and welcome to my Hitchhiker's Guide to Higher Happiness. I wish for nothing but the highest happiness for all you divine brothers and sisters. And saying that, I sign off. Thank you.